Hey there, hi there, Geminis, and welcome to your career reading for the month of September. I don't know what happened to your last video. I think there was not enough room on my computer for your file to fully download. So this is a redo for the month of September, and I'm just going to be starting out with some just general energy of the cards and what's been going on with you for the month of September. And then I'm going to find out what your magical gift is and how to use it for your current situation. Okay, with this Darkwood Tarot deck. And by the way, this writer, Sasha Graham, is from Catskill. So shout out to Sasha Graham, Catskills. Anyways, moving forward, let's see. So it looks like for your situation, we have the Two of Wands. Okay, this is your current situation. Okay, this is what's going on here. Yeah, Luna, you're holding up the cards. Okay, so Two of Wands. That's your situation that's happening right now. Okay, so this is the Awaken Your Inner Magic spread. Okay, so Two of Wands. Bless you. Let's take a look here at the Two of Wands. So this is the Witch of Wands. Okay, the Witch of Wands stands between two wands, symbolized by torches. Two is the number of reflection and division. Okay, the torches are oppositional forces, masculine and feminine, hot and cold. It is an energy and lethargy, high and low, awake and asleep, east and west, etc. The witch stands between two torches and integrates duality of oppositional forces. Through her physical body, she reflects the shifting polarities you synthesize at all times. The witch holds a crystal ball, a symbol of fortune telling, an enchantment. Oz's wizard witch used a gazing ball to spy on Dorothy. Modern seekers infuse the ball with personal energy. They use the device to scribe for symbols and see waking dreams and visions. The words divine and divinity are the root of divination. The crystal ball reminds you to take a bird's eye view of the situation at hand. Do not rush to decisions. Look deeper. Behold the belly of the matter. Stop to consider all outcomes. Energy is warped when old ideas cling. Do not share your plans with others just yet. Okay. The witch's one cone hat suggests the calling down of celestial spiritual power from above. From the spired cathedrals of Europe to Islamic mosque towers to New England, churches' steeples are a symbolic symphony of energy. It is drawing down from above. The witch reminds you of latent power. You are the sorceress who conjures your life with actions and ideas. You can fill your life with enchantment. You are the spell. A grist bag hangs from the witch's waist. It is a talisman containing roots, herbs, and charms to bring the witch luck. Gather everything that empowers you. Keep it with you at all times. Discard what no longer serves you highest good. Devoured red apples litter the ground as the witch's feet. Has the witch devoured these apples to consume their magic, or has she infused the fruit with her energy and intention and fed them to the object of her desire? The alchemic markings on the wall are ancient knowledge as found in cave paintings and pyramids. This is the planning stage. Every day you become more of who you are. When you know yourself, you'll know more than any fortune teller or psychic could ever tell you. Hold your power as the witch holds her crystal gazing ball. The world is in your hands. Eye on the prize. Careful planning and making good choices. The energy of excitement doubles. Realistic intention setting. Plot a course of action. Do not allow others to drain you. Keep personal energy protected. Okay. And the shadow here is the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Taking responsibility for the worst thing you have ever done. When have you caused pain to another? When have you acted selfishly? Decide how you can make amends. Reconsider your current goals. Are you thinking of the highest good for all parties concerned? Is a quick fix worth it in the long run? Okay, so that's your situation, is definitely the shadow stuff. It's definitely the, are you thinking of the highest good for all, or are you just trying to look for a quick fix in the long run, right? So that's an interesting situation, but your witchiness, your Two of Wands, Witch of Wands energy here is kind of telling you, like, um, you can do good for yourself and for others when it comes to career if you focus on the prize, but like with realistic intentions and setting and plot a course of action. So don't allow others to drain you and keep your personal energy protected. Okay, so like, maybe setting a schedule, a set schedule or set time for yourself where you're working on your career, and it's, there has to be a balance, because I think if you're giving to, family and friends, and you're not giving that attention back into like your career and your goals and dreams and things like that, you're not going to find that balance and that harmony. And the Two of Wands is talking about the masculine and feminine energy, so those energies have to be in balance. Okay, and I am seeing, a little bit of energy coming in from like, friends and family, possibly a romantic partner here. No one makes me feel the way you do. You were the best I ever had. Okay, so if your partner, your romantic partner, or if your love interest here is kind of getting in the way of your goals and your career stuff, I mean, you have to kind of set boundaries. You have to set um, clear, distinct lines here that say, like, look, this is my career, this is my time that I spend doing this, and this is part of what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like you have to kind of channel this, like, inner emperor energy a little bit here, because if you aren't being direct and assertive and honest, they're not going to know and realize like what it is you're doing exactly. So it's easier said than done, especially when someone doesn't like to be told what to do, or they want you to fit their routine or their schedule. And I get that, but you have your own schedule and your own routine too. So it's a little bit tricky when you're, trying to play both sides of everything. It's like keeping everything in balance. It's a little bit tricky. But here's another message from your romantic partner. Don't forget about me. I haven't forgotten about you. Okay. So the masculine and feminine energies here, it's like you kind of have to play the masculine energy a little bit more when it comes to your situation, because the feminine energy is very like, I feel like that it's distorted, the distorted feminine here. Okay, and she is a woman in a shell under the ocean. Okay, and she's reaching up here for the light, and there's little eyes, watching and peeking and peering at her to see what she does next. And she's very concerned and about what people are thinking of her, their views of her. But you can't. That's your feminine energy, right? That's the shadow stuff. That's what's being attacked right now, and you have to kind of um, battle that shadow energy with like your Queen of Pentacles energy. You want to be successful, you want to make money for yourself, you want a career that you can call your own and show how successful you are, and your achievements, and be proud of yourself for what you've been working on. However, there are people who are trying to work against you, unfortunately. um and that's just in their nature. Okay, nature here. They're just people in this world that just don't want to see you be successful, Gemini. And in your last video, I know it was like short because the whole thing didn't load. But basically the message I got for you for the start of September was like, you have no idea how much you're really worth and how much you really are valued. And once you start tapping into that and believing in that, you're going to start to see the profits of that investment in yourself. You have to really invest in yourself, and you have to really believe in yourself and know your talents and know your gifts. If you're still trying to figure that out, that's okay too. But just remember that there's going to be people that try to come in peering eyes with the distorted feminine. There's going to be peering eyes that are like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. So that's kind of your situation that you're dealing with right now. But luckily enough for you, you can use this high priestess energy here. You can trust your intuition here. She's got the eye on her hands, like the all-seeing eye, right? She can trust herself and trust her intuition and put a stop and block off these negative energies that are trying to come in and keep her from her true higher self and her higher purpose. Your magical gifts here are to apply to this situation here is this Knight of Swords. Call in your Knight of Swords for help, because he's going to come in and save the day and swoop in and fight off the negative energies for you. He doesn't want to see you fail. Like, that's that masculine energy again. I'm really good at picking up on like a very strong masculine force or energy that's like pulling you in to show you kind of like steer clear of, don't not use your feminine trust in your feminine intuition, Queen of Pentacles energy. But the Emperor is showing up to say, like, I've got your back, right? So you can step up and you can say, like, this is what I want to do. So, and obviously the Emperor can, come across as maybe a little bit too assertive or too direct or at times, but I mean, sometimes that's all that's going to get the job done. So kind of have to like play your cards right when it comes to that. So that's why the Knight of Swords here is coming in to, help you and apply your magical gift here. All right, so let's take a look here at the Knight of Swords, because that's your magical gift that you're going to use. Let's see, Knight of Swords. Got Knight of Wands. So we're going to the Knight of Swords. Okay, Knight of Swords. Take a look here. Knight of Swords. Okay, so the Knight of Swords is the fighter. Yeah. The Knight of Swords stands ready for a fight. Ravens flock to his side to aid his quest. They reflect his high mind and rapid energy. He is filled with the conviction of ideas. His set mind will not be dissuaded. The Knight of Swords succeeds at his goals quickly and succinctly. He holds the strength of conviction. He is a thinker who analyzes the situation at hand, yet once his mind is made up, he reaches the point of no return. The Knight of Swords speaks to what crosses his mind. His bluntness is sometimes taken for rudeness. An opinionated orator and debater, he is critical when others fail to see his point of view. Yeah, so cleverness, overtaking the situation, speaking one's mind, a message is on the way, expressing complex ideas, talking your way out of a situation, a fierce poker face and brilliant gamer, focused on the positive, elegance and natural speed, a winning argument. Yeah, like you're battling the distorted feminine energy, your feminine energy is like Queen of Pentacles, High Priestess, Nurturer, divine balance, right? But unfortunately, there are energies of distorted feminine, jealousy, stereotypes, things like that are coming in to try and to dissuade you or, from going after your goals, going after what you want to be successful in. So when that is the case, when that is kind of like what's happened or what's happening, you're with your current situation, you're kind of like, wow, what do I do here, right? So your magical gift is to fight, and it's to stand up for yourself and say, you know what, I'm going to stand up for myself, and I'm going to use my very strong opinions in this matter to, win the argument. Okay. The shadow side of this could be the cruel and manipulative, distorted feminine energies that you're dealing with. These aren't necessarily your energies that I'm picking up on. They're more so other men or women that are kind of projecting their distorted beliefs onto you. Like, that's stereotypes, that's ignorance, that's all the above, So jealousy, right? Pettiness, haters, all that is coming at you, right? From a distorted feminine energy. It can also be coming from the cruel, manipulative, bad boy who leaves behind broken hearts, promises unkept, dangerous youth who won't take no for an answer, compulsive fighter, brawler, happy to spout opinions, too smart for one's own good. Kind of like Devin from The Bachelorette. No, definitely watch the finale for that one if you guys are fans of that show. But that's like the person who like lies and manipulates to get what they want, and then when they're not getting what they want, they have to make it clear to everyone, oh, I'm not getting what I want. Like, I'm just gonna be cruel and manipulative. Like, that's you'll have to do that, but obviously the people are going to, a man can just as much be distorted feminine energy, right? He can say he's a loving, nurturing person, but deep down inside, he knows he's not, and he's going to lie anyway and say he is to get attention, right? So, um, anyways, you're going to use your fighter intuition here. And also, I'm getting the womb card, okay, with the archetype cards. So it's a very strong, powerful force of women and feminine energy that can balance and bring harmony. Oh, look, yeah, it's like that can bring balance and harmony to the situation here, the high priestess energy. So you can find balance and harmony with other women and other feminine energies, but you yourself might have to step up and play and take on that role of emperor, assertive, fighter energy that's normally stereotypical to a man. But you might have to step up and play that role from time to time because you're dealing with distorted feminine energy, distorted masculine energy. Okay. The Two of Wands, the Witch of Wands is saying that, like, look at the roles reversed, right? If a woman wants to be strong and a leader, and the man is like, no, I have to be the strong leader. Nobody has to be those stereotypical strong leaders. It's all about energy. Like, if you have enough energy to step up and do the job of a stereotypical man, then you can do that. Or if you have the loving, nurturing side to yourself that stereotypically a woman would have, you can still do that as a man. It doesn't matter. But that's the like world we live in today, is like the family and tribe, right? It's like the man has to be the protector and the fighter and the hunter. But Gemini, you can be a hunter too, right? You can be agile too. I just did Sagittarius reading, and the energy I picked up from that was hunter. So, maybe you're channeling a little Sagittarius energy as well. But I'm just saying, like, you can be the talented, strong-willed person that uh that you want to be. Okay, so take that, let it resonate. Hold on one second. All right, sorry about that. So anyways, so your family and tribe, this is very important to you, Gemini, and you are coming across as someone who wants to be a protector and a fighter for your family. You don't have to play into those stereotypical roles and just fall into what society wants you to do or what society doesn't want you to do. There's so many different cultures and collectives and groups and styles to life. So fitting a specific norm according to outdated systems or outdated beliefs, if that's not your cup of tea, then don't bother with it. Don't entertain it. Don't let it fill you with like the opposite of fulfillment. Don't let it fill you with doubt and shadow self. That's like not going to serve your greater good and your higher purpose. This is the world of dreams. Okay, this is your message here about that. This is your world of dreams, and your dreams or goals are just as important as anybody else's. So for someone to say because you're born this way or you're born that way, you don't deserve this type of happiness or this type of happiness, that's completely not there. No one's allowed to tell you that. Nobody has the right to take that away from you, your dreams and your goals away from you. Nobody. So this is the world of dreams, and based off of your career for the month of September, Gemini, I really feel strongly that like you're having dreams of like people that you were very close with as a child, like your like I guess archetypal like what is it, symbol, I guess I would say, is like the twins, Gemini. So I feel like for you, finding a kindred spirit, a best friend, a soulmate, those are things that you really relate to and you really draw inspiration from and passion from. So when that's being taken away from you, or when you have to battle for that, and it's kind of like conflict. So I feel like when you have to battle for your career, which is like a representation, um, like an external expression of your soul and your passion and what you want to how you want to make a living in life, when that's ripped away from you, like that's really hard to deal with emotionally and mentally, because that's a huge part of you, that's a huge part of who you are. So for the sake of a career reading, I would say, like, when you adapt and you evolve in your career, and you start learning, what it is that you draw inspiration from, and how you want to make a living, and other people are telling you, like, oh, sorry, you can't make a living that way, or you can't have that in your life, that's really distorted. Like, here's the Five of Cups, right? Here's the girl, the witch, and she's trying to throw a birthday party, and nobody's coming to her birthday party, and it's leaving her really sad and filling her with doubt and disbelief that nobody likes her. And that's what people will do. People will manipulate people's emotions that way. It's very calculated too, because they'll be like, birthday parties, symbolize like coming out of depression, right? Because that's when they originated. And therefore, people who very much value birthdays and celebrations, it's very important to them, and both mentally and emotionally. And when you invite people to your birthday party, you have a whole big celebration planned, and nobody shows up, that leaves you very sad and hurt. And I feel like there's like a very specific group of people out there that they would they would like invite everybody to their birthday party, and nobody would show up. And that's a really real feeling, and that stems from childhood. And Gemini, you are the child, like, archetype, the twin child archetype of the, like, zodiac. So for you to, like, be told you can't have your career, nobody's supporting your career, nobody's supporting your goals, nobody's supporting you, okay? Because now as an adult, if someone doesn't come to our birthday party, like, we're probably not inviting anybody, right? Like, maybe like two people or one person, or maybe we're just celebrating it by ourselves. But we're not, like, as an adult, we're like, I'm not going to get a bunch of balloons and a birthday cake. Like, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. But for some people, it's not. For some people, it's a huge deal, and that applies to your career, Gemini. Is for you, your career is a huge deal to you, and for people not to support it, or recognize it, or celebrate it, or wish you well, right? That's kind of that's hurtful, and it's painful, and that's kind of what you're dealing with in the month of September, Gemini. So if that makes sense, because it's not. This isn't really a relationship with someone who loves you, even though someone who does love you is sending you messages, of support from, maybe it's long distance or whatever, but you're feeling very alone and very isolated because you're not getting that support that you and recognition for your career that you're hoping for and looking for. So how can you apply your magical gift to this situation? Um, so let's see. I feel like we need a card. I need to shuffle up these cards and get like a new energy going here for this Gemini. So we have the Four of Cups. Okay. Five of Cups, Four of Cups. There you go. There's your answer. Okay. It's just Four of Cups here for the answer to how you can apply your magical gift to the situation. Like, why do I have this magical gift? That's your question for the month of September, Gemini. Gemini. It's like, why do you have this special gift that nobody's recognizing it? And that's because of the distorted feminine. It's like that negative energy that's very, like, hostile and, like, jealous and petty. There are going to be a select few. There is going to be a group of people that makes the quality of your work even better, and the quality of your time and energy and your career even more, you know, important. But there's going to be a small group or select group of people that are going to love and support you, Gemini. And you have to find that, and, if you're looking for a group of people that are, like, very like loving, nurturing. From what I have experienced so far, I can recommend a group. But other than that, I would just say that like you have to really love and support yourself too at the same time, because other people are going to have their stuff going on. They're going to be busy. They're going to be distracted, and while they may support you in the long run and in the long term, you're all like on the same like collective like astral plane or whatever, like you still have to keep going for yourself. Okay. So your Four of Cups is how you're going to apply that fighter energy this month, Gemini, to your situation. Okay. So let's take a look here at the Four of Cups. Let's see. Four of Cups, Eight of Cups, Six of Cups, Three of Cups. Okay, Four of Cups. Unseen gifts. Oh my gosh, how could that even be? Okay, Four of Cups stands before a female fox. She looks away, distracted and unamused. What she searches for is to her right. Her mate brings a tasty treat. It can be hard to see the gifts before us. We all wear personal blinders. Visual, audio, and sensorial stimulation comes at us at all times are the answers and gifts we are searching for in front of us all along. Foxes are clever creatures who adapt with the seasons by changing coats of fur. How well do you integrate emotional change? Foxes blend into their surroundings and employ keen observation. Observation of the self is essential to introspection. When feeling sad or bleak, dour or depressed, turn your attention to the world around you. Become fox like. Take the focus off yourself and turn it outward. The number 4 implies stability. Trust what you feel. Allow your emotions to guide you while not overpowering you. Understanding your own emotional ebb and flow. Cyclical, like lunar phases, okay, is essential for good mental health. The 4 empty cups stand as a reminder that we are like empty containers filled with emotion. We fill our emotional container by focusing on situations, projects, and people. Emotional stability and the support of others, unseen gifts. Open your perception, look carefully. What you seek is at hand. The universe is conspiring to help you even when you lose sight of it. Allow yourselves to help and provide for when you need it. You don't have to do everything by yourself. Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. Like when you find like a group of people, like-minded people that understand what you're going through and support you on your journey. Um, you might you might have other outside distorted feminine energies that are like not loving, not nurturing, not helping out, but you have to just find the loving, nurturing energies within yourself. And that's why you're bringing out the fighter emperor energy, is because you're fighting for that and you're trusting your intuition. Okay, so what is the darkest thing holding your your focus? Okay. um where do you place negative energy? How does it distract you from unseen opportunities staring you right in the face? Emotional reality is tricky and seductive. Once an emotion takes hold, it can trick you with the illusion of permanence, then vanish without a trace. Placing stock in an emotional fluctuations is like grasping at the mist. It will always elude you. Knowing this, you are free to change your reactions to emotions as they bubble up. Yeah. So don't always like react to like every situation as like something that's a detriment to your success. I would say like definitely even though nobody even though you have the 5 of cups and like no one's coming to your birthday party, no one's coming to your aid, nobody's coming to support you. um this doesn't have to be everything and every this doesn't have to be an energy you take with you everywhere you go. So even if you're not getting 100% career support where you want now, you're like long term planning here is going to be very important. It's like down the line, down the road, you can slowly start to see how your emotions and how the support from like your high priestess energy and the people who share the same career as you. I don't think this is necessarily family and tribe like um actual parents or actual friends. I think this is because not all of our parents, not all of our friends are going or family are going to support our career goals, right? But your other people who are in the same career field as you are going to support you because they're in the same career field, right? Or at least you would hope that. So there's like a way to navigate and find a very select, specific group of people that are going to support you, or at least be there for you to talk to or share things with, that you feel collectively a part of. This doesn't necessarily mean you all work at the same building. It doesn't mean you're all related. It doesn't mean you're all besties getting your nails done and your hair braided and sleep over slumber parties. It's more of an adult, um, like a higher calling, like a higher intuition, a higher purpose. It's the high priestess energy of intuition. And the womb card, that's obviously very strong symbolism for feminine, nurturing, loving energy. Okay? So that's kind of where you're being drawn to. The distorted feminine, here she is, very vulnerable in a shell, trying to reach out to the light. And that's kind of like what you're doing, is you're trying to reach out to the light, and you have to fight for it, right? Like you have to push for it, kind of like a lotus flower that's trying to like push through the mud and the muck and come out beautiful and bright and shining, so the whole world can see how beautiful and amazing it truly is. That's what you're doing, September. That's your process for September. Okay, so keep pushing, keep moving forward, right? And like it's almost like a birth or rebirth of who you are as a person, like a phoenix rising from the ashes. It's like you have to express yourself the way you know how to express yourself, and you have to go with the people who express themselves in similar ways because they actually understand you, right? You communicate the same. It's like a hidden language or something, you communicate the language in the same way. And that's the people that understand what you're saying, kind of like an alien from like outer space. You have to go find your alien friends. Okay, so that is going to be your crazy journey for September, okay, Gemini? But you're looking for that, like, person that reflects you in a good, positive way and shows you who you are when you're shining your brightest, and your most authentic self is a reflection back onto you. They're showing you what it looks like when you're doing your best. And that's what's encouraging you to keep going after your dreams and your goals. Alrighty, Gemini. Love and light always. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I haven't said that in a long time, but feeling like it's a good time to say that. All right. Bye.